Hey everyone, this is Moti. Welcome to QA automation classes. So today we're going to look into the another program where we have to print the count of each character in a string. So let's say I have a string called hello world. Let's say the string is hello world. Okay. So now we are going to print the count of each character in the string. So it will say h, right? So h equals to 1 because h is there only one. E, this is 1. Okay, e equals to 1, right? And l 1, 2, and 3. L equals to 3. There is o, so it will say O equals to 2 because O is there two times and there is a space. This is a white space in between, right? So the space is also be counted as 1. And then W. So W is there for one time, 1. And O is already there, so it will not print O again. And R equals to 1. Okay. And D, uh, D equals to 1. Okay, like this. If I'm giving some extra special symbol, that also will be counted, that equals to 1. Okay, so this is what we want. Okay, the character count for the each of the character count inside the string. So how to do that in Java 8 with the functional programming approach? Otherwise we could have taken in the Java 7 and below, we could have taken a hash map, and there we could have given the count, right? In that each character and each integer we could have tried to add it, and then we could have counted, right? That's a lengthy process, right? So instead of doing that, what we'll do, we'll use or leverage the use of the lambda as well as the string concept. Okay, so let's see how exactly we can do. Maybe the lambda will be sufficient here. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so how to do. So let's go to the IntelliJ and we'll do class say character count. Okay, let's say character, maybe I can say string. Okay, character count is fine. So character count, and here let's say main. Now we'll start. So how exactly we're going to start? So we have to first give the string for which we wanted to count the characters. So string is equals to, let's say I'm giving the same string hello world, and let's say bang symbol. Okay, so now we have declared our string where we're going to count, right? Count the each character. So now here we are going to say arrays, okay, dot, okay, stream. So we are directly converting into the stream, right? So not in stream, we're directly converting into the string actually. So after converting into the stream, we have to do something. What we have to do, these are all, if you see, these are all, so these are all nothing but the character. Each individual thing is a character, one characters, right? So we have to find the characters for each of them, right? So we have to split them and first store it into a array, right? So how to split them? Let's split them arrays dot string, and then we'll say for each s, okay, I can say split. You can see the split. Okay, split. And what is a regular expression? I'll say only double quote. So that means split each element. Okay. So it is going to split. After splitting, we are going to collect it, right? So we'll say collect collectors. Okay. So, but I'm not going to collect it into a set. So I'm just going to say collect it with the help of the collectors dot. We have to first group it. Okay, so why we are grouping it? We are going to group it, and then after grouping by, after doing the grouping by, we have to say for each character. So for each character, suppose whatever character is there, for each character apply the lambda, sorry, apply the lambda. We'll say uh, C to C. That means for each character, it will stay as it is. We are not going to apply any transformation or anything. So where the grouping by is going to take the three operations, three arguments. If you see, this is the grouping by, right? uh, right. So the grouping by, right. So here three things we need to pass to the grouping by. So first one is the lambda expression. This is our lambda expression. Then we are seeing we are going to create a new hash map, okay, and then we'll count the each characters occurrence and put it into the hash map, right? So that's what we'll do for each element. What we are going to do, this is c to c, lambda c means for each of the characters like h, e, l, l, o, okay, space for each of them. What we're going to do, let's say a linked hash map, okay, linked hash map double colon new. So we are going to create a new linked hash map, okay, and then in the linked hash map what we're going to do, we are going to say collectors, right, dot counting. So there is a method called as the counting. If you see the collector dot counting, it will give the count. So now this entire statement whatever you wrote, okay, so is nothing but the that counting the each character from the string. So then it will be how it is going to be stored. See, grouping by, if you see, it has to be stored as a map actually, okay. So that we can say, so map of two things we need to give, two things, right? So here only we're creating the hash map, right? So what we are doing for each character, so first thing is the character, right? For each of the character we are doing the things, right? So first thing it will take a character, and then second one is the count, right? So we can say character or string, we can say, so let's say string and comma, we can say long is nothing but your the count, right? So let's say long, okay. So map of long, let's say ch count equals to this, so one map I have to import, sorry, import, okay. So let me put this one down, so semicolon, okay, cool. So here what exactly we are going to do, so if you see here java.util.map, okay, it's going to return the map. So that's what we have defined a map here, and with the string and with the long is nothing but the count, okay. So now if you see we are done. So now I just want to print, so s out, I can put a entry set and go through them and print, otherwise directly as a collection you can directly print it. So s out, let's say ch count, okay. So now let me run. So see, h equals to 1, equals to 1, l equals to 3, o equals to 2, here space equals to 1, right? We have a space in between, w equals to 1, r equals to 1, d equals to 1, and not equals to, sorry, the bang equals to 1. So it gave me the character count of each of them. So now think about before Java 8, how many lines of the code we might have written to achieve this one, okay? Now just a single line of the code and you are good to go, right? Just a single line of code. And here if you see it's like without considering the cases, if hello and world, l is there, right? Let's say this l is capital L, okay. So now if I run, let's see, the l was 3, right? L will be 2, small l will be 2, and capital L will be 1. See, so in this case what we can do, we can ignore the case, okay. So for ignoring the case, the same thing we can do here, right? I can, let's say, arrays dot stream, okay. So after applying the stream, we'll say the same thing whatever we have designed here, right? It's exactly the same thing, s dot split, and we are splitting by the regular expression, nothing, that is double quote, simply double quote. And but here, right, after splitting we are saying just change everything. So each and every character we have to change it, map it as how we are going to change each character. C is lambda expression, c dot to lowercase or two uppercase, whatever you can use, right? So we are going to use the two lowercase of the string. Okay, so two lowercase, and then our collect and all everything will remain same. So let's collect it. So use the collect method, and in the collect method we are going to use collectors dot grouping by, right? So collectors by dot let me put it down, collectors dot let's say grouping by, and grouping by we know it will take three things. So you can give maybe every element to element, so first lambda, okay, and then new, sorry, so you say linked hash map, sorry, capital L, so linked hash map, see this is the one, and then after linked hash map double colon new, and then comma we have to give the count, collector state counting, right? So the same thing what we have used in the above, right? Collectors dot counting, okay, collectors dot counting, do it a semicolon, and now we can just go and store it. So let's say character count without case consideration. Okay, so let's see, sorry, and here I can say with case consideration, okay, with case consideration, okay, and then you can say s out, let's say character count with case consideration, okay. So let's print both of them. So without, if we see without, this 2l small l count will be 2 and capital L count will be 1. If converting to the lowercase and we are not considering the cases, okay, so in that case L will be 3, okay, no caps L, everything will be printed out here. So this is, see how easily we are writing just a single line of the code to achieve what we used to do in the multiple lines in the Java 7 and below, right? So let's understand it one more time. Okay, so if you see we have defined a string, and then what we are doing, rs.stream, we are trying to convert it into a array of the characters. Okay, so we are splitting them, each of them we are splitting with a double quote. That means each character is going to get splitted and stored into the arrays, and then we are going to collect with the help of the collectors dot grouping by, and grouping by is going to take three arguments. The first argument is the lambda. So lambda we are saying for each c to c, that means there is no transformation. So for each of the character, right? So we are creating the hash map, we are creating the linked hash map, and in the linked hash map, you know, linked hash map if you see the concept, hash map is that linked hash map, the elements will be interlinked, right? So we are going to create a linked hash map, and then with the collectors dot counting, so for each of the character, right, whatever the character is there, for each of the character we have to do the counting method. This counting method is going to return the long type of variable, like it is 1 or 2 or 3, and hence it is coming character, right? And that is going to get stored into a map object. So that map object is nothing but the map of the string and long. Okay, string is nothing but the your the string, which string you are doing, and what is the long means what is the character. So what is the count of the thing, right? Count of the character. So similarly this is without considering, and this is with considering the cases. Okay, so I hope this is clear. This is the most important one. If because basically most of the time you will get this as the interview questions. If they ask you in the interview to print it without following this Java 8 notation, so then you can go and do how we used to do the earlier, right, before Java 7 and all, and before Java 8. And if there is no restriction, better to give this version of the answer, so that they will understand, okay, you know better, you know the functional programming, and if they want, you can give the older version also. If you give both this solution, the interviewer will be very much happy with your performance. Okay, so let's understand. Let's see. Okay, this is the one which you can give as the solution. Okay, so you can showcase the your knowledge over there, right? You can impress the interviewer. So yeah, that's all to this session, and in the next session we'll see one more program, and after that maybe one or two more programs are there. After that we'll stop all the entire series of the functional programming. And if you guys have any doubt, please ping them in the comment section. Okay, I'll be getting back to them as soon as possible. If you like my videos, please do subscribe to my channel and share it with your friends. Thank you guys. Bye.